So yesterday we got word from Collider, an exclusive, that Michael B. Jordan is developing his own Black Superman project for HBO Max. Now, many people were surprised because months ago, when the J.J. Abrams and Ta-Nehisi Coates Superman film was being talked about, the rumor was that Michael B. Jordan will be starring in that movie as the Black Superman, but people were pissed off because it's going to be race bent. It's going to be Clark Kent, only Clark Kent won't be white, he will be black. But Michael B. Jordan at the time, doing interviews for certain movies he was doing, distanced himself from those rumors big time. And in this article, it breaks down why. So let's get into this article from Collider, written by Jeff Snyder. Michael B. Jordan and his production company Outlier Society are developing their own Black Superman project for HBO Max that centers on the Val-Zod incarnation of the character. Sources say that Outlier Society has hired a writer who is currently working on the script, though we were unable to ascertain their identity. Though it was initially unclear whether the Val-Zod project will be a movie or a limited series, sources have since reached out to clarify that as of right now, it is in fact being written as a limited series that Jordan will produce and possibly even star in, though he is yet to officially commit on the latter front. As previously reported, J.J. Abrams and his company Bad Robot are set to produce a Black Superman movie for Warner Bros. That is expected to follow the Kal-El Clark Kent version of the character, though Clark Kent is traditionally depicted as white in the DC comics. The character will be played by a black actor in the Bad Robot movie, which will likely be directed by a black filmmaker, as Abrams is simply expected to produce. Author and cultural critic Ta-Nehisi Coates is already hard at work on the script for that project. See, I'm excited for this Michael B. Jordan one because it's not Clark Kent, it's Val-Zod. It's a character that we haven't seen before on the big screen. We've seen Clark Kent, and he's a white man. He's a white guy from Kansas. But I don't understand why J.J. Abrams would try to be maybe woke, maybe in a way, or maybe, try and cater to people, because a lot of talk about black representation in movies and stuff like that, which is important. But when you have Henry Cavill there as the modern day Superman, as the Superman, you're not going to use him. You're going to use his character, Clark Kent, Kal-El, but as a black man, that just never sat right with me whatsoever. I think a lot of fans don't like that idea whatsoever because Henry Cavill is still around. He's a young guy. He's a popular guy. Why not make a Man of Steel sequel with him, even if it's a reboot? Still use Henry Cavill. He is Superman. And if Michael B. Jordan is making his own Black Superman story with a black comic book character in Val-Zod, then that's perfectly fine. Now, this article goes into detail of why Michael B. Jordan tried to distance himself from the J.J. Abrams Clark Kent Black Superman movie. Because he said in recent interviews, he goes, "I'm flattered that people have me in that conversation. It's definitely a compliment, but I'm just watching on this one." And the reason is because Jordan has not wanted to engage in conversations about race banding Kal-El. For the same reasons, many of the fans are pushing back on the current Warner Bros. Reimagined version of Clark Kent, but that he will be interested in engaging on a Black Superman project centering on the Val-Zod storyline. It makes sense. When you have Calvin Ellis, who was the president of the United States on his Earth, and you have Val-Zod, two black men who became Superman, then do that story with those characters and introduce audiences to Val-Zod and Calvin Ellis and say, look, these characters exist in the comic books, now they're here on the big screen. But the audiences know Clark Kent as a white man and now they're going to make him a black man. I don't know if it's going to work that well. I really, really don't. Now, if you're not familiar with these characters, here's a little bit of extra background information for you. Val-Zod is the Superman from Earth 2. Where he is one of the last Kryptonians and the second to assume the mantle of Superman. The character was orphaned after his parents were executed by Krypton's High Court, though he was found on Earth 2 by Terry Sloan, who offered the alien asylum to protect him from the outside world. Calvin Ellis, on the other hand, is the Superman of Earth 23, where he is the President of the United States. Pretty cool storylines there, pretty cool origins or background that you could do for those characters. And I wonder, because I was doing a little bit more research myself, and Val Zod actually fought an evil Superman and killed him, and then he took up the mantle of Superman. Could you bring in Henry Cavill? Maybe, I don't know. An evil Henry Cavill as Superman, maybe he wouldn't want to do that, but if the story was good enough, if it was a good enough idea, maybe if he went on a journey to becoming bad, then maybe Val Zod could beat him, maybe in a way. I'm not too sure if they're going to do that storyline, but in the comics, Val Zod defeated an evil Superman to become the Superman of Earth 2. So that's very, very interesting. And I'm fully behind this Michael B. Jordan interpretation of the character, because it's new, it's different, it's not Clark Kent. Now, the J.J. Abrams one, I'm not going to get excited for it because it's probably a long time away. I don't know what the story is. I don't know who the actor is in the role. All I know is that Michael B. Jordan is a great actor. And he's a very, very good producer right now. And he's getting ready to direct Creed 3. So I'm looking forward to that and see what he does there. I think he's doing the Static Shock movie as well as a producer. So he very much has his nose in everything. And he was Killmonger in the MCU and he was great. So I'm looking forward to that big time. I really, really am. I think that he would bring a unique idea to the character, and I think he's confident enough in himself, his own abilities, his own production company to deliver this. A limited series for HBOMax sounds pretty amazing, so I am excited for that. And the J.J. Abrams one, even though I'm a fan of J.J. Abrams as a producer, as a director, I think he's hit and miss at times, but I'm still going to be eager to watch that movie, but I just don't like that it's Clark Kent. I really, really don't. If it was Bruce Wayne and the same thing was going on, I still wouldn't be happy. You know, make a new character up for a black Batman. You know, use Val Zod, use Calvin Ellis. Why not? I just don't really understand it. But we are in the age of Superman right now. Henry Cavill, of course, played Superman from Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Justice League, Zack Snyder's Justice League. Hopefully he'll be popping up again. I think will be in Black Adam. We also have Tyler Hoechlin as the CW Superman, who now has his own show and he's absolutely killing it. He's doing an amazing job. Brandon Routh, who played Superman in the 2006 Superman Returns, came back for the Crisis crossover as Superman. Thought he was pretty good there. Tom Welling, of course, had his Superman run, 10 seasons of Smallville. He popped up in the Crisis crossover as well. Didn't suit up, but he was still there, and it was still cool to see him. And there's also rumors, actually he confirmed himself, that an animated sequel to Smallville is in the works. We've got the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League game, where there's going to be an evil Superman in that. We've got the DC Injustice game being turned into an animated movie. Evil Superman's probably going to be in that as well. It's going to be Superman. So there's so much Superman right now, and I'm really, really excited for that big time. Sasha Calle is playing Supergirl in the Flash movie. We've also got the CW Supergirl. There's so many interpretations of this character right now, and I'm excited for mostly them all. I really, really am. For somebody who wasn't a fan of Superman prior to Man of Steel, didn't care for the character, watched Man of Steel, fell in love with the character. Now I love the character. I'm a big fan of Tyler Hoechlin. I love Superman and Lois. You know, Brandon Routh I think is very good as Superman. I'm looking forward to seeing Michael B. Jordan. He probably will star in this. I think he will. Definitely, 100%. I think he'll definitely star as Val Zod in this limited series for HBO Max. But we are in the age of Superman right now, and I don't mind. But here's the thing for you guys. If we can have Michael Keaton as Batman, if we can have Robin Pattinson as Batman, if Ben Affleck can be Batman, if we can have the Titans Batman, or the games, or the movies Batman, why can't we have Henry Cavill come back as Superman? Why can't we? We've got so many interpretations of the character of Superman right now existing with their own shows and movies and games, very much like Batman. Why can't Henry Cavill return? What makes him so different to everybody else? Is it because of Zack Snyder and the Snyderverse? I'm not too sure. Is it because Henry Cavill's hard to work with? I doubt that. I don't know. He's a big star. His popularity is growing and growing. So bring him back and use him in some capacity, please. But I'm excited for this Michael B. Jordan Val Zod limited series that's coming to HBO Max. It's being written right now. We don't know the writer. We don't know the cast. We don't know what is going on with this, but it's definitely coming because Michael B. Jordan is involved. And I think the J.J. Abrams one will definitely happen as well, because he signed a big deal with Warner Brothers. A lot of money he made from that deal. So I think that movie will end up happening. It's being written right now as well. But we have 2 black Supermans in the work. It's coming. But I hope Henry Cavill can return as well. But guys, what's your thoughts on this limited series of Val Zod coming to HBO Max with Michael B. Jordan attached as a producer and will probably star in it? Guys, thanks for watching. Give a like, comment, subscribe. I'm eager to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Have a good day, guys. And the age of Superman is upon us. What a time to be alive.